Tennis should be one of the easiest sports to turn into a video game. 2 players, a rectangle, a net, and a ball. Hit it over there, don't hit it out. Simple. Except tennis games have spent decades proving that it really isn't. One of my favourite tennis games is still Smash Tennis on the SNES. It came out back in 1993, looks like a cartoon, and basically gives you a strong shot, a weak shot, and a lob. And yet it works, because the important thing isn't how many buttons you have, it's whether the game understands what you were trying to do. Virtua Tennis understood that as well. It was much more arcade than simulation, but you could pick it up quickly, start moving opponents around the court, and feel clever while you done it. Then TopSpin went more serious. TopSpin 4, in particular, back in 2011, became a benchmark because timing, positioning, and the shot selection actually mattered without every rally becoming homework. Then the series disappeared for 13 years. Which brings us to TopSpin2K25. And this is a strange thing about it. I don't think it's a particularly complete sports game, but I do think that it understands tennis. The whole thing is built around timing. Tap for control, hold for power, choose flat, topspin, slice or lob, aim, and then try to hit the ball at the right moment. But none of those things work in isolation. A perfectly timed power shot is useless if you've been dragged off the court. A safe control shot can be brilliant if it buys you time, but only in the right circumstances. And sometimes the best shot isn't the hardest one, it's just the one that makes the next shot easier. That to me is where sports games either get it or they don't. It's actually the same thing with lawn bowls. To someone who doesn't play bowls, it's basically put your ball beside the little white ball. But when you're standing there, you're thinking about line, weight, bias, angles, what the opponent themselves can do next, whether you attack, defend, cover, or just try not to do something catastrophically stupid. The interesting part isn't the objective, it's the decisions that go around that. And TopSpin 2K25 is very good at giving you those decisions. When a rally clicks, you stop thinking about the timing meter and you start thinking about the court. You pull someone wide, you go behind, you take some pace off, and then you change the angle. For a few seconds, you're not playing a timing minigame anymore, you're actually playing tennis. The problem is everything around that tennis. The career mode gives you the expected climb from created player to Grand Slam contender, but it becomes repetitive and doesn't always make the big moments feel very big. There's no proper commentary team either, and parts of the progression feel very grindy. Even the roster feels surprisingly thin after 13 years away. TopSpin is better on court, but often feels sterile away from it. And that's why this is interesting, because it doesn't completely solve the tennis game problem, it just solves the most important part. Smash Tennis proved simplicity can work, Virtua Tennis proved accessibility doesn't have to mean shallowness, and then TopSpin 4 proved simulation can still be intuitive. TopSpin 2K25 takes pieces of that philosophy and gives us one of the best serious games of tennis in years. It's just that it's inside a game that feels like it needs more around it. So why is it so hard to make a good tennis game? Because hitting the ball over the net is easy. Making the player understand why they're hitting it there, that's the hard part. And if 2K wants an even bigger challenge next time, I'd like to see them make a game about judging a 28-meter draw on a heavy bowling green.